Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Top Stories of the Week, third edition. My name is Yultai Tina.
And my name is Austin Ofinda. Today we have a great show lined up for you. Some of the top stories that have taken center stage this week. And here are the headlines. Caught in the act, EACC arrests a police officer in Bungoma for bribe demand.
200 sent home packing. Cancer layoff said to be sacrificed for development.
Media freedom. The government will defend the rights of the media, says President Ruto.
Inappropriation of NHIF funds. Investigations commence to unveil more about NHIF scandal.
Azimio protests against finance bill. Azimio set to hold a public baraza at the Kamkunji grounds on Tuesday next week.
Moses Kuria's backlash. The Kenya Editors Guild and KUJ urge Kuria to apologize unconditionally.
Global financial system review. President Ruto wants World Bank and IMF not to control resources.
Suicide incident. Student kills himself following an alleged lost bet. Moses Kuria's controversial remarks have attracted sharp reactions from Kenya Editors Guild and Kenya Union of Journalists, condemning his utterances. The unions urged him to issue an unconditional apology, which he intentionally defaulted. The KEG emphasized the crucial role of the media in a democracy, highlighting its responsibility to hold those in power accountable. Justice Lawrence Mugambi of the High Court has barred trade CS Moses Kuria from uttering or expressing any insulting and demeaning words against any media personnel. This was after human rights defender Charles Mugane filed a petition. In the petition, he submitted that the insulting words used by Kuria against the media were intended to intimidate and threaten media personnel from exposing dubious transactions by the government, with a promise of proprietary consequences, which is a breach of the freedom of the media guaranteed by the Constitution.
Still on the same story, speaking on Wednesday after flagging off this year's Safari rally in Naivasha, President Ruto told members of the press that he will play his part in ensuring that the media freedom is upheld. This is after one of his cabinet members who attacked Nation Media Group after publishing an expose on the edible oil scandal that has allegedly cost the government billions. At the same time, President Ruto defended Moses Kuria, saying the media must also be ready to be criticized when people speak up. As speaking on Monday, Deputy President seemed to echo CS Kuria's remarks, stating that the media have become rogue. Gachagua, however, denounced Kuria's call of withdrawing government advertising from the Nation Media Group.
Shifting focus onto our next story, Head of Public Service Felix Kosgei gave a statement after a 2-week audit was performed at KEMSA. The conclusion made rendered 200 workers jobless as from July 1st, 2023. He said that the aim is to reduce the inflating wage bill to save money for developing the country.
On to our next story. A police officer based in Mumias Police Station, Kakamega County, was arrested after demanding bribe from a motorist in order to release a vehicle that had been impounded on the grounds that its license plate was not visible. Corporal Joshua Ouma Odo was apprehended on Thursday after the said motorist filed a complaint in EACC Bungoma offices. The suspect was nabbed as he received the bribe and later booked at Bungoma Police Station, where he was detained.
That is rather our story to shift the focus on, because police obviously receive bribes. We see it on our roads every day. Following the misappropriation of funds of NHIF, 8 hospitals have been suspended, and some NHIF branch operation managers have also been suspended by the KMPDC. CS of Health Susan Nakumicha spoke with the chair of NHIF and chair of KMPDC before suspending the 8 hospitals. The EACC and KMPDC are conducting investigations on all medical facilities implicated. The issues to be clear on are: number 1, the embezzlement of public funds through fraudulent claims, allegations of collusion between NHIF officials and health facilities, 3 allegations of procurement irregularities. Number 4, allegations of conflict of interest. And those concluded to be involved will have their licenses revoked. The hospitals named to be suspended are JKM Hospital Nkubu Limited in Imenti, South Meru, St. Peter Orthopedic and Surgical Hospital in Kiambu, Afya Bora Hospital Annex in Mwea, Kirinyaga, Joy Nursing and Maternity Hospital in Kamkunji, Nairobi,
Afya Bora in Mwea, Beirut Pharmacy and Medical Center, Amal Hospital Limited. That is rather very a story that brings a lot of concern to the public. I mean, health is expensive. People are facing tough times.
They're robbing from a dilapidated economy.
It's just serious. Shifting focus to other stories, the opposition Azimio la Umoja One Kenya has extended the invitation to Kenyans to a consultation meeting scheduled on Tuesday, 27th June from 10 a.m. to deliberate on their next course of action. The opposition leader has said the bill passed by the parliament was punitive and did not consider the common mwananchi. The opposition says the increase in tax will create more tough times to Kenyans, even at the moment when the cost of living is high.
The next story is rather a sad one. A 23-year-old Chuka University was found dead after committing suicide in his girlfriend's house after an alleged lost bet. She reported to have found him in her room hanging from the roof of the bathroom with a belt. It is alleged that the man had a betting addiction and had lost a bet, which may have triggered him into committing suicide. The body was then moved to Embu Level 5 Hospital, Culture.
That is such a sad story. And if you're out there suffering from the addiction, please talk to someone. There is no point in you killing yourself just because you lost a bet.
It is not worth it.
On to the international arena. Speaking on Thursday during a roundtable with the President of France, International Monetary Fund Managing Director and President of World Bank Group, President William Ruto has called for review of the global financial system to ensure equity in access to resources. He explained that the resources should neither be controlled by the World Bank nor the IMF. He said such a move will ensure a fair access to resources.
And that was it for today's top stories of the week. We introduce a new segment. The word of the day is epitome. Epitome means the perfect example of a particular quality or type. It can as well mean a summary of something. An example is, Kenya is an epitome of perseverance.
Such a heavy word. I didn't know that exists.
Well, now you know.
And as we introduce the new segment of Learn a New Word, we also have a new segment that is called Quote of the Day. And today's quote comes from one of the greatest people that I've known, Andre Shields. He says, "The top of one mountain is the bottom of the other. So keep moving." Or keep climbing, rather. And that was it for this week's edition of our segment.
My name is Yul Tina.
And my name is Austin Okinda. Do have a blessed week ahead.